my God. Here we go. Going live.
Snap.
And here it is.
Repeat after me.
JD Vance.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United
Cowlick
States.
going on.
that I will support
Looks like you,
and
Isaac.
defend the
Oh my gosh,
Constitution
that's me.
of the United States
Cowlick.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith
That I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same.
and
Dude,
allegiance
I'm
to the same.
wrecked.
That I take this obligation freely,
That I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
And his AVAX
or
bags.
purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
You promised to hold your
And
AVAX.
that I will well
All the way to the moon and through the bear market.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Hell yeah. Welcome into the blockchain basement, folks. My God, what an exciting day. Markets are absolutely going ballistic. Our channel's going ballistic too. Look at this. We're about 70,000 subscribers, 69,700 subscribers. Matthew King saying he doesn't hold AVAX anymore. He better not have dumped his AVAX. Is that why AVAX isn't pumping? We need verification on that.
We need the real inside information.
Yeah, we need the inside info. But welcome to the show. Welcome one, welcome all. We got Jeff Neeb, Nick Dunn, giving us a shout out for the best show on the internet. Thank you very much for that, Nick. Good morning, Nicole Ministator, Red Jasper Kane. It is a great day. Welcome. I got this drink. It's this rain energy. It's a rain energy kind of day.
Rains are my favorite. That was like the only energy drinks I ever drank.
Dude, it's that type of day. So, oh my God, here we go.
That I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Yeah!
Let's go, baby! The next 4 years are looking amazing already.
Dude, there it
No,
is.
that's not.
Donald Trump is officially our president. That is the solemn oath that we just heard live, right as we went live. The perfect timing for the show. Absolutely an incredible time. Now, everyone that was locked in this weekend saw some pretty insane chaos, right? Isaac, you were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Trump released a meme coin. I think it was Friday night, and I was shocked when it happened. Honestly, I was very, very shocked that it happened. I went live. Like, in my initial thoughts I put on Twitter were like, this is a scam, and then I saw another post from Trump that it was, he did still have his control of his account, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I did, folks. Here's what I did. And I did a live emergency space. I bought this thing at like $6.50, even before this chart starts tracking it. Isaac, you got in on it too.
I
know you made it. Okay, so we need to hear how it happened, because I'm still holding my. I'll tell you where I think this coin is going, but I want to know what happened to you.
So it was actually pretty annoying because I was working at the time when all this news was like dropping, and I was like, okay, Trump meme coin possibly could be scam. I was like reading through like Twitter, and everyone was like, oh yeah, his account got hacked, yada yada yada, and all this stuff. And then when I get home, I find out that it's real. I got home at like 10:30, and I figured out that it was real. And then I saw that you were hosting the space on the Mario space with Kelly and TJ and all of them. So
Dude, it's crazy. We had Rand from Crypto Banter, Crypto, like tons of huge names. I was cutting people off with channels that have like millions of subscribers. I was like, yeah, that'll be enough of you.
Like, you could wait a second. We have something else to get to.
Silence.
No, it was insane. I found out it was real. I YOLO'd into it at like $7 billion market cap. And then like the rest is history. I mean, that was at I made a decent bit. I got out early, as I was talking to you about earlier, but
yeah,
I mean, hey, money is money. We printed on this one.
Dude, I mean, here's the deal. Here's what I think is going to happen. We're going to cover this in more detail later on the show. But we just saw a project launch on Friday that now has 1 million wallets. Just under, it might be more than a million. Let's go to Dex Screener. Where is Dex
Fastest
Screener?
growing coin and meme coin in all of crypto history.
This is
Like,
the
that's
fastest
insane.
growing coin, period. This is the
Yeah.
fastest growth on a coin we have literally ever seen in the history of crypto.
Like 3
Now,
days.
yeah, what are we at? 850,000 holders, and there are some wallets that are not counted within this. But what we see right now is the birth of what will be, in my opinion, the first $100, $200 meme coin. This is an absolute shot across the board for the insane bull market that we are walking into, folks. And yeah, I mean, getting in early on this, a big risk, right?
Definitely.
But I just absolutely sent it. I feel great about my entry point on it. And I think that what we're looking at here, this Trump token is probably going to be the first 3-digit meme coin in history. It is the fastest growing meme coin. And here's some context. Like, we just looked at the overall holders, about 850,000 verified wallets, right? But it took Doge 13 years to reach 3.5 million wallets.
Yeah.
It took Trump coin 3 days to accomplish
800.
just under 1 million. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we see here. And a lot of people are like, no, it's a scam. This is horrible for crypto. Honestly, like, Trump coin is now my second biggest holding. Out of a small play into this project, it is now my second biggest holding. It's absolutely been an insane weekend. And I was at the pool yesterday when Melania token launched. His wife launched a token, Melania, as well.
It's a dumb token
And
right now.
it jumped down to $1 billion, but honestly, this has got normies talking about it. Talking about it. So we got a lot of news to cover, but I just want, we were talking about, I was asking in the chat, have you ever 10x'd? And, if you were following me on Twitter, you would have heard me live buy it. I literally said, I'm buying this right now. Please, for the love of God, pay attention to what we're doing here. And I have hosting those spaces has been absolutely nuts. I'm at 5,600 followers now, which is almost, I've doubled my account overnight. Like, a lot of people, I was on the space with some really, really big names. And
Yeah, I was just letting more and more people in.
it was interesting to me to realize how much more we know than some of the bigger accounts on the internet. Like, it was, listening to their takes on things like that, is kind of interesting to see. It looks like we have a little bit of a Bitcoin pullback right now. Let's pull it up on the charts.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see what we're dealing with.
They're doing a little bit of a dump ski. We're at 100 and we're at 106 at the top of that. Now we're at 102. Yeah.
This is on the 15-minute candles. What is this? So far, the move on the dump ski, about 3.5%. Trading today is absolute violence, debauchery, and chaos. Now, what I did last night is I was wanting to keep it conservative. I got in around $100,500. I got out at 102. I was happy with this 1.3% move, increased my trading bag by 20% literally within this, and I got out of it because I was being careful, because there's what I saw yesterday, and I put this in the Discord, is this is largely a bull flag. Like, if you look at this on the 4-hour, and a lot of people say, oh, it's broken, but this is exchanges getting us out of the way before we make it to 120K. This is honestly, just a true and tried bull flag. Then you see the violence, the pain, the destruction. We get pushed down into the 99.5 realm, and then right back on up. Now it looks like we're sitting here reeling. This is a very
That's a
fast
nasty candle.
That's a net, and this is exchanges are washing people off of the order books. The longs, they're getting the longs off the order books right now. This is where let's get a quick refresh on the liquidity heat map, because I might look at that. Look at this.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. That's disgusting.
It's just absolutely choosing violence on people that are, trying to get in, trying to get their trades in, because we all know where this is going. We all know that Trump is going to be talking about Bitcoin strategic reserves. Now, this washout level, it does look like it tapped it just slightly at $100,955. Let's check and see if we can, because I do want to enter a trade, but I was wanting the violence to happen first before. God, we just over it, about 100, so close to it. I'm going to be careful about this because there's still that pile of liquidity down there. I can't see it. I got you there, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Right there. This is what's making me hold off on YOLOing into a trade, because we see how violent this price action is. And yeah, I mean, the 15-minute, it gave me the green candle and it gave me that upward moving momentum within these waves, but very, very quickly we can see that things are changing and markets are moving in a big way. Let's see if we got Trump. Is he talking some more? Let's see what we got here. He is talking. All right, let's get him.
Oh shoot.
This is such a crazy day, dude.
I know.
This day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before.
Believe me.
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world. And America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face.
Mm-hmm.
While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people.
Exactly.
Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering.
I love that Kamala Harris is on stage and he says this.
Yeah,
like
Kelly
Kelly said.
recently, Los Angeles, where we are watching fires still tragically burn from weeks ago without even a token of defense. They're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now.
Oh,
They don't have a any longer. That's interesting. Happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
That's how you look back at them. Holy cow.
Biden is like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's like, what did I do?
Election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place,
damn.
and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
And we're slacking on YouTube views. Twitter is where it's at, bro. We got like hundreds of people in here.
On Twitter?
That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day.
Meaning
like
the
it.
liberal washout of America.
It is my
a
hope
new
that
holiday.
our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states. And the popular vote, we won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true.
This is beautiful.
National unity is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country. We will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God. Can't do that. Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
First and foremost.
Beautiful.
That's a big one.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will
Jeez, that's a
reinstate
bomb.
my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release.
Yeah, that's why you're bitter,
Send
class.
troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
I saw the border's going to get hot, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill. America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. We're going to use it.
Boom. No more sitting on
We will
it.
bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal, and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry.
Yes, please, thank God.
A sacred pledge for
Elon.
great American
Sorry, Elon,
auto
but-
workers.
Elon Musk is like, what did I just sign up for?
The freedom to ban. I like that.
In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote. I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Boom, boom, boom. What's up? Double knife hands, baby.
For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Dude, Doge is about to pump because of that. Watch.
Yeah. Pull up the chart.
Yeah.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
They could, Ducey, but they won't win. So.
Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
That'd be great.
Wow. That'd be beautiful.
That'd be great.
Leave our children alone.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
How terrible. Merit-based
As
activation.
of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Take that, limp-wristed liberal tranny.
The Decepticons, Isaac. You know this. The
This week, I will
Decepticons.
reinstate
Oh, no, I had freedom of speech now, remember?
members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be freed to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies.
That southern border is going to get hot, bro.
It's gonna start. There's gonna be like gunfights
Special
every day
ops.
for the next months.
Special ops, bro. You watch. There's going to be clandestine operations across like Arizona, Nevada, Texas. It's going to be nuts.
Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into.
Like that.
He's gonna work a deal with Putin out. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families.
Who's your daddy?
If he says crypto, we are gonna pump like
Dude, Bitcoin's going to 115 in the next 5 minutes.
Place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs.
Gulf of America. Oh my gosh.
it's so based. It's so based.
President
I'm Rick
McKinley
James. Yes, he is.
made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made. And Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form. And that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal. And we didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
I went long. I opened the
You
long
went wrong. Yeah.
just in case. I did it with like a grand.
70x leverage with $1.
35x.
70x.
1,000.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together, we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons.
You might not
And
say
we
it.
will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
You could say Mars, you could say crypto.
Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation. And right now, our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken.
These charts are nuts right now, bro.
Right now. Holy cow.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together, they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We're going to win like never before. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Looks like we're dumping here.
He didn't say it. He didn't say it.
Yeah.
I got stopped out.
Trump tokens down to 7.4 billion right now. Everyone's selling.
Performing America the Beautiful, please welcome the Armed Forces Chorus and Carrie Underwood.
Okay. Based.
I can't stand Carrie Underwood. I'm not going to listen to that. He didn't say crypto. He
No,
did not
didn't.
say crypto. Let's
So
check out the
bait.
chart. What happened to the
Yeah.
chart? I know I got stopped out a bit ago. Let's see. Look at this. Coming
at
back
this.
down to this.
Pain.
Look at this. Do we enter now, though? Is this the washout?
Just,
Gonna
yeah,
wait for.
could be. I don't know. Yeah, again, Trump tokens at 7.35 billion now. Everyone's kind of like dumping it. It's just
Let's check
3 red candles to the downside.
It's not
Doge
$38.
also. Yeah, I know. It's still $38. So, I mean, still insane.
Yeah. Where's
But-
Doge at? Let's check Doge.
Doge is at
We got a lot
35
of-
cents. It went down actually after he said government or Department of Government Efficiency.
Did it really?
So that was yeah. It went from like 38 and it's down to 35 right now.
Yeah, but look, we're complaining about the dump. Look at what dump. This is a shelf, right?
Exactly. It is a
Might
dump.
be
What are you
the
talking
sell
about?
the news, though. Yeah, I mean we're getting.
Yeah.
Look at the volatility on this. This is absolutely crazy. Where's the liquidation heat map at? Let's see here. So we wash these out. We still got this line at right around. Yeah, we got 2 huge. I'll go
You
down
on?
a little bit.
Are you Binance?
Yeah, this is the Binance liquidation levels. There's 100,955 still sitting there, and another $72 million worth right there at 100,600. So let's roll through the rest of the news, though. We got a lot of craziness going on. This is nuts. The chart for Trump looking like his face, right?
Yeah,
we
it's
truly
sideways,
live
but
literally in a simulation, like absolutely a simulation. And you know, the people that are like, you know, pissed off about this Trump token, they're going to be more pissed when this thing breaches $100. It is what it is. I'm just, you know,
it's inevitable.
If you didn't,
It's written in the code.
yeah, I mean, and this is why like crypto moves so fast. You have to stay up to date with it. Like literally right there. Ooh, look at this. We're breaking it down to 100,000. We just washed out. Let's see here. Just washed out.
We still got a little bit more at 107. Yeah, we watched that too.
Ooh. Let's see if we get this. How deep of a pullback is this? This is. I really like putting moves in on the 15-minute.
Yeah,
because I'm a momentum trader, true and tried. So I watch this. It's the Fu Manchu Cipher B. It gives you all the dots and all that stuff for free. And yeah, I mean, actually, I'm pretty damn tempted by this. Right now, we're at 101, 101.7, 101.5. This is trading this, though. This is total riding the lightning. Now, let's go to the rest of the stories here. Obviously, we saw the focus here is first and foremost on border security and focusing the U.S. military to work with the Department of Homeland Security to fully secure the southern border. A lot of the energy movements that he's doing, a lot of people don't understand we are sitting on $51 trillion worth of value in what is going to be known as the Gulf of America.
Mhm.
So that is going to be huge. We saw him already save TikTok. Like TikTok had banned itself for like a few hours.
Yeah, like 4
Then-
hours just back up.
Yeah, I mean they came back pretty quickly. Me and you would have been hosed, bro, without CapCut. Oh my god.
Dude, it's it's still not available. You have to use a VPN for CapCut if you want to use that.
No.
Yeah, so that's why I was like when I was working earlier with our stuff for this show.
Yeah.
I was like,
And we
yeah,
got to
you're not
get to
gonna hear
this.
me.
We got some Canuck bucks early on in the show from Hexmoss, 10 Canadian bucks. Thoughts on DPIN, specifically Jackal Protocol, soon to be on Aerodrome. Working project with revenue. Very interested because low market cap, considering it for a long-term hold. In general, I think DPIN has to wait for Panasonic and these larger corporations to admit that they are building out DPIN networks. You heard here a long time ago, like we were talking about it maybe 6 months ago, Panasonic is rolling into DPIN. And when we see those massive organizations do so, that's when we're going to see the real DPIN pump. Let's go check out this Jackal project, though. Appreciate the support on the channel. JKL.
$14 million market cap.
Yeah,
That
let's
has
check it out.
73 million of supply. It's currently circulating and 157 million total supply.
Mhm. It's pretty new. I mean, we
Yeah.
got rolled out February 2023, and half the tokens are already circulating. What's this? Is it on Cosmos? I think it's on
Yeah, looks like
Cosmos.
it.
See, this is where I get worried. It's on Cosmos, dude. Like a lot of people are like, Cosmos is gonna come back and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just moving where the money is. It's not necessarily on Cosmos. A lot of people say, oh, it's being overlooked and all that stuff.
Volume is
20,000
so low.
followers. Volume is low too.
69,000 in volume.
Yeah, and it's
Total.
down 71% over the 24-hour time frame.
Yeah.
So maybe, like, this is. I appreciate the support, and I understand. Like, looking at this DPIN narrative makes a lot of sense. They better make that move to be on Aerodrome rather. I don't see a lot of excitement or a lot of money moving into Cosmos. Maybe I'm wrong and that I'm underselling it, but honestly, like, we were bullish on Cosmos to resurge, but then we saw all the money just move over to Solana and base ecosystems at large. So I want to be bullish on you because of your bags are in it, bro. But like this one, I would keep the exposure very minimal to. And I acknowledge it's a high risk play. Like, you're coming into the absolute, let's go to the all time here. The bottom of you're basically below where this thing launched at. This thing launched at 29 cents. You're at 18 cents right now. The base bottom floor for it was 2 cents. So if you had the gusto to buy like the gut wrenching lows of it, you're well up. And if I'm looking at this from the longer term, you are building a set of higher lows, and you're in a situation where, likely all ships rise with the tide. This is a altcoin mega cycle, but just take that with a grain of salt, right? Like, this is, when you're looking at projects like that, it's very high risk, high reward. Let's see. Also, we got another super chat from T Cash, $5 American. Shout out for that.
I'm gonna have to check on
look
Dex Screener for this one because
Yeah.
I can't find it on CoinMarketCap.
See if you can find this one on Dex Screener. It's Sora of Crypto. Okay, we're gonna hear this a lot. That this is the AI chain of blah blah blah. It's Sora. In and of itself, I wasn't even that impressed with when it came out. The Google, you have Sora. Sora makes some decent videos and stuff like that, but the Google version of it, very much more powerful. So pull that up. This is also, you can't find it. Send us the contract address. Tcash, send us the contract address. Now we have this verification. The Gulf of America is happening. $51 trillion worth of value to be extracted out of the Gulf of America. Very, very bullish. Here's Joe Biden's final selfie on his way out, or whatever version of Joe Biden that this is. This is probably stunt double number 6. And it's Jill. I think she's been the string puller the whole time behind Biden. I really feel that way. Yeah, I really feel that way. Cosmos is a liquidity desert. That's the problem, bro. That is the problem, man. It's like, I want to, hammer into everything that's like the bullish narrative, but you have to go where the liquidity is. And really seeing the liquidity dry up in that ecosystem, not the greatest. Dark Migo talking about Bitcoin dropping. Yes, like maybe this is that base level spot that we have to watch out for. It's about $99,575 is what we tested out last night. I am feeling like 100. This is kind of like our proving ground to make 100K our new base floor right here. What we're looking at, 100K. We're literally watching the proving ground of 100K being our support right now live. So it's a very important time for Bitcoin's price to show that price support. I'm of the opinion that we're going to find it. You know me, I've been bullish since 15K, but let's keep moving. I got a lot of tabs to roll through here. So Biden he already pardoned the entire January 6th committee, Mark Milley and Anthony Fauci. So Biden is putting preemptive protections for this piece of shit. and pretty aggravated about that. It looks like T-Cash dropped us this.
Yeah, I looked it up on DexScreener, but it's not connecting to the server, so I can't get it. But I pulled it on CoinMarketCap. If I'm not mistaken, it says $1.9 million market cap.
Scroll
So,
down a little bit so we can see
yeah.
the contract address on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Let's make sure the contract address is the correct one. So we got OXC 582,
Then
ending in 3F. Yeah, I think that's the correct one.
yeah, this is the right one.
All right, now go to the daily. Go to the daily. Let's get a larger view of this thing.
Daily.
All right, and back up a bit. Is that all the data we got?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. This looks like Zero Bro.
Very much so.
This looks like Zero Bro. Where's the volume at?
Volume's at 12K.
Bro, what in
200.
the hell?
Yeah, what is this? This is the contact address. This is hell on a chart.
Yeah. Again, like this is micro cap. You know, maybe it goes nuts and you make a bunch of money and you can take a screenshot from it, but please be careful. You know what I mean? Please be careful. I'm literally in this show. I'm going to show you guys the menu of exactly how to make giga money. Now, because there's a lot of plays out there in crypto that, you know, you'll hear from one person or another if they're bullish, yada, yada, yada. But I'm going to show you literally the menu for altcoins that has been plainly shown to the rest of the world. It's just a matter of paying attention. And it all stems from a protocol or a swap system that a lot of people have disregarded. So I'm literally in this show going to show you this menu. It's clear as day. Now, we also know that Elon Musk is up for a battle. It looks like he's going to be facing federal lawsuits for violating federal transparency laws, set to be filed minutes after the Trump inauguration. So we will likely see the battle between the administrative state and Elon Musk kick off in a very, very big way as this unfolds. Not surprised by that. Now, here's the menu. And I want to be very serious about this. What we see right now is a crypto altcoin mega cycle. We see about a crypto asset class that is going to potentially back the United States dollar in tandem with Bitcoin. This is a situation that is a miracle market setup that I could only have dreamt of last cycle. Here we are. It's literally right before us. And now we want to get into where is the money going to flow. So this is from Ash Crypto. Breaking the United States, Trump just bought $16 million worth of Ethereum. In total, he has bought $42 million worth of ETH in the last 8 hours. Something big coming for ETH, but what is it, right? Ethereum's price has not been moving. Where is all this money actually going to flow on the underside? Now, what we got here? Eric Trump talking about something big coming through World LibertyFi in regards to these Ethereum purchases. What does it mean, Drew? What does it mean? Let's keep digging. So here's World LibertyFi. This is the account that we need to keep a close eye on for this Ethereum-based announcement today and the next day. So make sure that you are following World LibertyFi. My notifications are on for World LibertyFi. This account is going to matter quite a bit in terms of fading where giga money is going to flow through. But here's what's happening. So Trump's World LibertyFi, I'll zoom in a little bit on this. World LibertyFi bought 1,400 Ethereum, 177,000 Chainlink, 19 million Tron token. This is out of left field. This, Justin Sun attended the inauguration. I believe he actually had a representative attend the inauguration. And they had a presence at the crypto ball as well. Mm-hmm. And then we see Aave, right? So 13,000 Aave tokens worth $4 million, and then 500,000 Athena, ENA token. And this was just within the span of 40 minutes. Okay, this was posted today at 8:52 in the morning. These are all movements that happened fresh off the press today in the morning. So we keep digging. Here is Arkham Intelligence listing, and the Arkham Intelligence, for anyone that's not already using this platform, this is a great market data platform. And here is the menu. We got to zoom in on this because this menu is going to print millionaires. Now we got to look at this. Ethereum, I'm keeping exposure to Ethereum very minimal. Okay. It is not Ethereum that's going to make millionaires out of this. USDC, USDT, these are stable coins. Wrapped Bitcoin for access to DeFi plays. But then you go into the juice Aave. Okay. Aave, Chainlink right here. Chainlink right behind Aave. Total holdings for these two are very similar. They're holding 6.7 million Aave tokens, $6.7 million worth of Aave tokens, and they're also holding $6.6 million worth of Chainlink. They're holding $4.7 million worth of Tron, TRX. This is the play into the Southeast Asia markets. Tron, for anyone that doesn't know, is very similar to how heavily Solana is used in the United States. This is World Liberty Fi and Trump's crypto product getting that access to those markets. Then we see ENA. This is a very unknown RWA play. He's holding $3.4 million worth of this token right now. USA token. This I need to confirm. I don't know if the World Liberty Fi organization itself bought this or if this is just USA coin dumping the tokens to their address, right? Because this is just what's sitting in their address. We don't know if they bought it, but I do know that the other main one that they bought is Ondo. Okay. And they only have $186,000 worth of Ondo, but they did purchase it. So Ondo, ENA, Tron, Chainlink, and Aave. These are the giga plays for this market. It's all plain as day written for us. And you got to understand and be, plugged into the news constantly to understand that this USA coin might have just been dropped to them. But honestly, it's right in front of us, you guys. It is simple as day. And we think about the term World Liberty Financial. This is, instead of Trump viewing crypto as an enemy or a competitor to U.S., U.S. Financial power, instead it's being worked as a cooperative. Now they're kind of absorbing and tying into crypto so that they don't see crypto outpace the US dollar in the next 10 years. This is something, the groundwork for really what the next financial system is going to look like. And it's all right before our eyes. It's just about absorbing the data, seeing what's happening. Let's check what Bitcoin's doing here. Let's go back to the charts. We're trying to bounce very aggressively off $100,700. That liquidity spot that we were looking at, it bounced perfectly off of that. So now we have washed out that liquidity for those longs, me included. It shook me out. I had a stop loss in, so I'm looking for another entry point. But man, this thing is choosing violence. Let's keep rolling through the rest of these stories here. So 20 billion World Liberty Fi tokens sold out right before Donald Trump's inauguration day. And this is hilarious to me because people were kind of fading World Liberty Fi tokens in a huge way. And you did have to KYC. There's some things holding people back from getting into it early. But people didn't give a shit about World Liberty Fi. But now that Donald Trump is the president, they realize that Eric Trump and World Liberty Fi are directly tied to the president of the free world. World Liberty Fi is nothing to sleep on. And they did spend 1,000 Ethereum and about $1.3 million in US Tether and USDC to purchase World Liberty Fi. Okay, so convexcuck.eth, this account here, has been hammering into this in the past 30 minutes. They are sold out. Those pre-sales are sold out as of this point. Something else interesting. Look at this. Alien base token. You're going to see a bunch of random projects.
Even Morpho on here. Yeah.
I know. But I think that this is just people sending this. I don't know if they actually bought Morpho. Like I want to say, oh yeah, they bought Morpho, but I don't have confirmation on this. This is just a slew of different projects that probably sent their tokens in. They have $89 worth of curve. Oh my God. Now I'm not taking these things seriously unless we see, over $100,000. And really those begin with Ondo. USA coin. We need to do some sleuthing on this USA coin to find out if this is accurate. USA coin is a newer project, so please be careful with this thing. It just popped up over the night. But let's keep rolling with the rest of the stories here. We got a lot of ground to cover. Coinbase, Binance obviously listed Trump very, very quickly. Let's go check in on the Trump price. Look at that, $40 to $1. Everyone say, "Oh, it's a rug. It's a rug." It's not a rug. This is insane volatility. You move from $7 to $70. A pullback down into $40 makes all the sense in the world. And the Giga Chads that were able to hammer in right as it came in, absolutely going to be printed. This
That's nuts.
If you missed it, you missed it. And if you bought the top and now you're down 50% in the course of 24 hours, you bought the top. Like, lesson learned, you don't want to move and be the exit liquidity. You want to move with these. Once we saw the secondary post from Trump, everyone should have known it wasn't a hack. Like, this is Trump releasing a meme token a few days before he's the president, and then he wouldn't be able to release a meme token. And he's probably not going to mention it at all through the course of his presidency. He's just going to be talking about crypto as the kind of movement for the United States, the crypto reserve, the Bitcoin reserve. So, and we also saw this. Crypto.com listed Trump token as well.
Yeah.
Started trading with just $10. So they rolled this out. They're enticing people in to get trading with $10. Now, Bitcoin is looking like it's wanting to bounce off this pretty damn good, man. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. This is chaos. Absolute chaos. Let's keep rolling. So here's bets. Here's some interesting thoughts on bets on the Trump token effects. This is from Ansem. Ansem, you suck at fighting. Honestly, you suck at fighting. That was a pathetic fight.
I could beat him, and he's like 3 times my height.
Yeah, I have so many things to say about that fight. But crypto perps legalized in the U.S. for the next 4 years. A strategic reserve for Bitcoin implemented. I do agree with this. An influx of crypto talented founders into the United States. I also agree with this. Fee switches enabled for all DeFi coins. This is going to be a huge thing for like Uniswap, Aerodrome. I mean, the gamut of them. The banks having the ability to hold stable coins on their balance sheets. And we already saw a degree of this, but I mean, seeing the banks across the board getting that green light to hold stable coins, going to be a big, big move. So, seeing this take, I usually like disagreeing with most of what Ansem says just because how shitty of a fighter he is, but I can't disagree with those points. I can't disagree with him.
We also see these with all the Trump stuff going on. We have the altcoin strategic reserve for all the U.S. based coins to be tax free, essentially. So,
absolutely. What do you think that the market's going to do when they see tax free?
When they see tax free, you're gonna see more and more retail come in. You're gonna see more and more institutions buying in, especially into things like Chainlink, Solana, XRP, all these other U.S. based coins, because you can sell them with no tax. So a larger amount of money influx is going to come in.
And this is cool. On CoinMarketCap, now you have a made in the USA section.
Yeah.
And so first and foremost, XRP, you have Solana is American based. You have Dogecoin. USDC is a stable coin, right? Cardano. This, it's kind of question because you have IOHK is based outside of the US, but then Cardano founded. Right? Yeah. So that one, I mean, it's interesting to see it listed here. Maybe it gives Cardano a little bit extra juice. Chainlink, top tier. Chainlink, anyone that's like, here's the thing, is I saw, so September of 2023, I swapped all my Bitcoin into Chainlink, right? And the reason why is because I saw the cycle before it was Solana and Ethereum's turns. A Solana went from a few dollars up to $260. Ethereum went from $180 up to the top around 4,500. But this cycle, I feel like it's Chainlink's turn. And, I feel like Chainlink is going to be what we view Ethereum and Solana's move last cycle to what Chainlink is going to have this cycle. This is why I did that whole swap. My average buy on Chainlink at this point is like $3.90. I care not for this pathetic $24. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's crashing. I feel great. If you follow the basement, you're probably feeling pretty good too. Avalanche, made in the USA. This is going to be something that I definitely hold Avalanche. I got it for $10. I sold majority of the bag at 52, but I did leave a moon bag, which is a few $1,000, and I'm going to let it play into the bull market. Stellar Lumens, this is probably going to have better upside than XRP in terms of price because it's a smaller market cap, made in the USA, SWE. I'm not going to be surprised to see $20 SWE this cycle. SWE is a very good, it works very quickly, and it's got developers that stem from the people building out the Libra system within Facebook. Litecoin, everyone fading Litecoin, RIP. Official Trump token made in the USA. We're sitting here playing around $40. That's great. Uniswap, Aave, Ondo, Pudgy Penguins, Maker, the Melania. This one I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy Melania. Trump just has more mind share than Melania does for sure. And then the rest of these, I'm not horribly bullish. One thing that I did notice is that they don't have Constellation DAG on here yet. And DAG isn't just American based, but it's American focused. So Constellation DAG is something that the U.S. Treasury has already been doing test transactions on. It's already been working with the Air Force, space communications, all this for years. Okay. So when it comes to finding gems in the rough, things that will find insane upside, I feel like DAG is completely overlooked, and it's probably going to melt some faces. Its previous all-time high was at 45 cents. It's sitting here trying to build this level of support at about 5 cents on up. We saw the Alive pump, right? So it pumps to 10 cents. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's a giga cycle. No, you come back down. You're trying to build support at these local mid accumulation zones points. And Constellation DAG is currently at a $160 million market cap. It's got nearly the entire circulating supply is out. 2.8 billion tokens are already out. Total supply is at 3 billion tokens. So what does this mean for our bags, right? Our DAG bags. Let's go to Coin Perspective. Hop over here, and boom. So last one I was doing some math on was Morpho. Let's go to DAG. Boom. And honestly, Morpho's in a pullback. If you don't already have Morpho, look at the $3 price level. Honestly, like Morpho is not going anywhere. It is the chosen one for lending on Coinbase. Coinbase is the place where people are going to trust. And Coinbase's user interface is what helps it retain absolute market dominance. Now let's look at Constellation DAG. Most of the tokens are already out, right? So we go back here. We got 2.8 being reported here. So I think we got to change this 2.8 billion. And I think this is going to be a little skewed because it's showing that it goes up to 3.5. It actually goes up to 3 billion. So this is going to be a little bit, this is actually going to be more bearish than the reality of it. But let's say that Constellation DAG gets realized that they've been doing test transactions with the Treasury, that they've already have a foot with the United States government in terms of building secure communications and data systems. This brings it up to a 30x or $1.81 a unit. Okay,
you so my face out of the way if you need to.
No, you're fine. You're fine. This brings this price up to $1.81. So when we're looking at this, I think that DAG is one of the best risk to reward situations when people are sitting out here like, oh, what do I buy? Constellation DAG, complete sleeper, under $200 million market cap, verifiable history working with the United States government. Like, you can't get any easier than this. Let's go to the federal portion of their website. Ecosystem. I think it's under, where is it under? Yeah, go to learn and then federal. And here's another thing. People complain that Constellation DAG isn't already on big exchanges. They don't give a shit if they're on big exchanges. They're working on an enterprise and federal level. So the standard of government, yada, yada. These are the recommendation letters from the United States Air Force, literal recommendation letters about Constellation DAG and the network's security capabilities when it comes to communications within the United States Air Force. It doesn't get any simpler than this. I don't know what else to tell people than to have some balls when it comes to what do I buy, how do I have conviction? Like, I don't know what to tell you. They have letters of support from the Secretary of Defense, from the United States Transcom organizations, Air Mobility Command, Defense Innovation Units, the Navy Postgraduate School, U.S. Air Force. I mean, the list goes on. I don't know how much easier it can get for people when it comes to this. So if you are looking for this data yourself, just go to Constellation DAG on the Coin Market Cap, go to the website and look at what the hell's going on. And they have a psycho community. I mean, this is a very utility driven project. They got 83,000 followers, really not much in comparison to the other people. And this DigiFoundry is also something we need to keep an eye on. The US DigiFoundry, this is something nobody pays attention to, which honestly I think that we're killing ourselves for not. Now Bitcoin bouncing aggressively, continues to bounce. That, I mean, what a volatile morning. Holy God, absolutely crazy. But we are at that moment where it looks like we are trying to prove that 100K is that support. I'll just put this green level up to exactly 100K, very psychological level. And honestly, if we bounce off 100K, let's change these. This is how you change this if you got to refresh it. So we got row size at 200. Let's, I want to kill this and then add it again. So let's see here. Visible. There we go. All right. So we got to reset this. Go to 200. Boom. Okay. Now these are the volume profiles, and we have two main points that we're watching here, because you see the volume nodes poke out at about $99,800 right here. And then also right here, this point of control is sitting at $94,500. But at large, if we are able to prove $100,000 is that new support zone, then absolute violence will ensue on the chart. And on the daily, look at that wick. I mean, we wicked up to 100 and what is this? Just under $110,000. Really, where does this wick go to exactly? Because I woke up, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, $109,900. Just under 110. Absolutely crazy. All right, let's keep rolling through the rest of the stories here. Got a lot of ground to cover. This is from Bit Elite. This is a great post talking about the beginnings of altcoin season. Now, this is Trump coin getting released 18th of January, and I completely agree with this. Like, we have the beginning of like the Bitcoin decoupling from altcoins around Christmas when we thought it would, but Trump releasing his own meme coin, all bets are off. Altcoin mega cycle. It's clear as day. Now, this is Doge 10x in January of 2021. And then you see what the rest of the history looked like for Doge. And this is something I wanted to point out in terms of what's coming for the rest of these altcoins. Like, this is just a beginning pump. We're going to see consolidation and then absolutely insane things for the rest of the year. And all of this happens within a year's time frame. This is a highlight to the beginning of the bull market of 2021, where I saw this happen. And I was like, oh man, this is the top, right? Because I was it was only like 2 cycles in where I'd been studying crypto. I was like, all right, that's the top. Yep. I'm glad I didn't buy that, because now it's going to go back down. It consolidated and then absolute violence from there. And the next chart just highlighting Bitcoin, where Doge, this is showing that Doge pump, that time frame. This is Bitcoin's price. And then all the way through the Bitcoin price action, Bitcoin dominance was falling, but the price continued on up to the upside. So, when we talk about Bitcoin dominance falling, it doesn't mean that the price necessarily falls at the same time. Let's check out Bitcoin dominance right now. We have fresh printed green dot. This is on the weekly. So last week we have this green dot. But if you're backed up, these are lower highs. So it looks like it's starting to give up. This is that December 23rd time frame we've been talking about forever. This is the start of the decoupling of Bitcoin dominance compared to the rest of the market. So I'm feeling good about that. And we have 3 months to turn our girlfriends / wives into stay-at-home Pilates moms in Porsche Macans, you guys. This is the time to lock in. Literal lives are going to change in the course of the next few months here. Are you ready to find first of all, you need to find a girlfriend, Isaac.
True that. Yeah.
And then you need to turn her into the Pilates stay-at-home mom. So
not in a Porsche Macan, though. Not in a Porsche Macan. Maybe, let's see. What Porsche would you put your wife in?
I don't fit in Porsches. First of all,
tank.
Yeah, I would say the Rezvani. The
the
Rezvani
Rezvani.
Vengeance. Yeah, let's go look at it. Rezvani. This is the one that it's just for me because I got so many kids, right? We need a little
Yeah.
bit bigger of a vehicle. But this, in my opinion, is the move right here. Let's go to a larger view of this thing. This thing is absolutely disgusting. Look at this.
Dude,
You got like
holy
eight or nine seats in this thing. You got smoke. You got tasers on the handles. Just an absolute work of art here. And
This is what
you
we
know,
got looking at next.
it's
Is
a
it-
$500,000, right?
Yes.
But I mean, look at the interior. Let's just go to the interior. Everyone's talking about like Lamborghinis and all this shit. No, this is the Druth Lamborghini right here. It's got bomb-proof capabilities. You can get options for the underside to have bomb-proof capabilities on it. Just a literal tank that is comfortable. But more so, you know, beyond this thing, the Sequoia. You know, I'm not really a supercar kind of guy. I
Mhm.
don't think I'm not a supercar kind of guy. And Rezvani is more my vibe, you know. It's just
Yeah.
I'm 6'5". There's 6'6" with good shoes on. So I don't really you know, I don't prefer those I sat in a Lamborghini. I've sat in even I barely fit in TJ's GTR. I like the Skyline. I barely
Yeah,
fit inside of that. And that's even a larger kind of cab. So, you know, oh yeah, this is a crazy chart. Check this out. So this is from DeFi Investor. How to buy crypto Google search has just hit an all-time high. This is the first all-time high in 4 years. Retail is coming back, baby. This
About to get crazy.
is about to get nuts. And I was swimming at the pool with the kids and having a good time. And then people, total normies, were talking about Bitcoin. My wife was like, "Oh, look." And I was like, what? Started listening in. I started talking about Bitcoin. Even we're talking about a little bit of Trump's coin that he rolled out as well. So that was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Did you go in
Now,
and black pill him?
no, I just said crypto's my job. That's cool that you're talking about it. You know, I didn't
Yeah.
type into it too much. I don't want to be overwhelming about it. Here are some of the most important charts when it comes to decentralized exchanges out on the market today. Ignis, DeFi put these out. Craziest charts of the weekend. This is DEX volume on chain and by chain, absolutely hitting parabolic levels. This is the DEX volumes on Solana. Jumped from 5 billion to 27 billion dollars, a 5.5x increase. As a result of the DEX to centralized exchange trade volume, it reached an all-time high of 19%. Price discovery now happens on DEXs, not centralized exchanges. This is your drift play, Isaac. And this is where the whole initiative, building the bags on the juiciest ecosystems before things get nuts, this is the time. Okay, like Drift, Orca, Radium, Jupiter. The menu for Solana DEXs is very similar or very simple. And the menu for decentralized exchanges and swap systems on Base is something that we also need to be paying close attention to. So Aerodrome is on a discount right now, hovering at this dollar level. People that fade Aerodrome, you are going to be very, very sad if that is the case. And AI XBT is letting us know why. This bot, this AI agent, is now conversating with me on Twitter as well. Isaac, I didn't bring that up to you, but they've been replying to me now that Arrow is eating up Uniswap's volume on Base plus Arbitrum, and the mainnet. Will Velodrome and Sushi exit? Now, Velodrome, I don't think we should sleep on. I think that it's going to have less of a focus than Arrow, but Velo has a much smaller market cap, and I did actually add this to our portfolio. My wife was wondering what we should get, and Velodrome Finance is now part of that portfolio. Yes, it's had its difficulties over the last week, but honestly, at large, this thing moves in a very violent manner when it decides to move, and I'm seeing this previous shelf at about 10 cents as, you know, my preferred entry point. So we decided to add Velodrome to the portfolio. But AIXBT, this AI agent, knows that Aerodrome is absorbing, and it's kind of turning into the Uniswap of this cycle. It's funny that it's now talking about this because I called this like a long time ago. I compared Aerodrome to what Uniswap did last cycle. And, you know, for anyone that's new that hasn't seen it, it's just so simple. You look at what, and I want to stay conservative on my price predictions, right? So market cap of Uniswap last cycle, 22 billion. We hop over to Coin Perspective. Arrow, boom. We punch in, we cook this up to about 850 million tokens because you got some supply coming out. And we go to look at what a $22 billion market cap for Arrow would mean. That means you reach $25.97 a unit, or a 22x. And I made a point on Friday. If you've never had a 10x, hit me up. I needed to know how many people have actually not hit a 10x. How you hit a 10x is by having conviction. You buy the lows. You buy the lows when things look the worst, and then you hold into the juicy part of the bull market, which for altcoins, I feel like the best part of the altcoin market's going to come around that summertime, and then we'll get a secondary pump. And then largely you're going to see a lot of altcoins kind of simmer back down and go into the bear market. There will be some outliers that continue on into the later part of the year. But if you've never had a 10x, you need to understand and study conviction. And you need to have the willingness to buy projects while it's not popular, while everyone says it's dead, and then hold into the G. And a lot of the projects that literally are by all means dead right now are actually, you're going to find 10x's in those. It's just about buying the lows and then taking the profits and getting out of them when you have that moment happen. So conviction is the key to that 10x realm. And yeah, I mean, it's happening for you. This is more info from AIXBT. Is Aerodrome is doing more volume than Uniswap's top pools across the mainnet. So absolutely crazy to see. Vitalik Buterin now repping a milady. I saw Vitalik thinking, you know, if I join the cool kids in the pond, I'll try to hop in there. I don't know if there's so many layer 2s around Ethereum that I don't know, man. Like, because last cycle you had Ethereum gas fees. Now, when we look at, let's do ultrasound money. Let's go here. Let's go. I misspelled money. I know. Whatever. Still gave me the results. So here is ETH supply. Now they switched to proof of stake, and this is what happened. Let's go to a larger time frame since the merge. Okay, so this is the merge where they went from proof of work to proof of stake, and they turned a little bit deflationary. Now they're on the upswing again. The use case for the Ethereum token to get gas done is not there. A lot of people don't use the basic Ethereum system anymore. They use Base, they use Arbitrum, they use these things that are just dirt cheap to you. You get the same security and all of the attributes of Ethereum without having to pay the gas fee. So that's kind of why
sometimes it's worth, like, the gas fees are more expensive than your token is worth.
100%. Where's the incentive to do so?
Exactly.
It's not there. This is an important question. Isaac, I didn't let you think about this before we went live.
Yeah.
You put these 4 animals in a cage. Who's coming out alive? You got the lion.
We'll leave the chat to it first.
Yeah. Give me your answers, chat. We got the lion, a male, full-size lion, a silverback gorilla. Okay. Very, very strong animal. It's got thumbs, sort of, right? Nice. It's got intelligence. It's got probably more intelligence than these other 2 options here. A bear, literal machine of death, designed to kill. The bear with the claws. You got the canine teeth to rip through the flesh. You got the strength near a gorilla. So the gorilla, I believe, is stronger than a grizzly, but the bear's got the ripping claws. Then let's talk about the full-size anaconda. Now, anaconda, they can get up, 20 or 30 feet long. They weigh a lot. A little bit of disadvantage on the speed, though, right? I mean,
killer venom, though.
Well, I don't know. We have to fact check that. I don't know if anacondas are venomous or not. Are anacondas venomous? You look it up. Me personally, I gotta go with the bear. I gotta go with the bear still. It's like a killing machine. I think. Let me see the chat here. What you guys think? We got gorilla, silverback, bear, grizzly, the bear, the gorilla. Rusty Bots thinks the gorilla's winning. Isaac is a poon killing machine from Papa Gooth. Yeah. Oh, the claw. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So anacondas are not venomous or poisonous or anything like that. They're constrictors, which means they kill their prey by squeezing it until it stops breathing. So yeah, that's interesting.
Gorilla wins all on a plant power. Anaconda can only fight one at a time. Yeah. I think that this is gonna go to the Grizzly.
Yeah.
And this is the Grizzly. So just had to ask you guys. This is a question that haunts me at night. God, Bitcoin is already back at 104. You son of a bitch. You shook me out. You bounced off of that liquidity zone. I should have been patient enough to wait. This is why I fucking hate trading while I'm doing the live stream, is because I'm going through all the stories and everything happening and I can't pay attention to the charts. So there you go, though. Well, at least we called the liquidity zone where it bounced perfectly. Bouncing off that. Now, it'd be awesome to see us build this as support. Absolutely awesome. So now let's go to the rest of this stuff that we got here. The dollar is falling apart as Trump won't impose tariffs on the first day. Don't worry, world, and all the girls and guys around the world that think that tariffs aren't coming to external countries around the United States. You are mistaken, in my opinion. We are going to see an external revenue service built, and the absolute gigacycle for America and crypto. Honestly, I think that this is the time frame to be locked in. This is a funny one. Zachary Martin, gorilla kills snake by ripping its head off, and he's doing that line as he's doing that. Okay, so the gorilla just killed the snake by ripping its head off, which probably would happen. As he's doing that, the lion takes the gorilla by the neck. Lion's got great neck moves, and if an animal is distracted, the lion could get you. Then 1v1, Grizzly takes the lion, but only after taking some big damage. That's probably the best layout of it right there. And also think about like a gorilla, if it gets those jaws, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it can crack that shit. So, these are just things that keep me up at night. But what's not keeping me up at night is wondering if I'm going to change my life forever by being locked into this bull market. You guys, this is the time to be locked in. This is the time to really be focused. Have conviction. If you're looking for that 10x, your first 10x in crypto, you have to exercise conviction, and stubbornness is one of the greatest attributes that we can display as we head into the chaos of 2025. Like we saw a $5,000, what was that, a $10,000 price swing on Bitcoin just this morning. Get ready for $30,000 price swings on Bitcoin during this time frame. Things get very, very crazy to the upside and the downside for this market. Quick question here. What are your thoughts on Quant? What are your thoughts on Quant? I hate it. I haven't liked Quant for a long time. Quant, sure. Here's the thing. People will come to me and be like, but the tokenomics is only 14 million tokens or something like that. It's like, it doesn't matter if there's only 14 million tokens. If there is, like, it's built for banks, but who are the banks choosing? The banks chose Ripple and Chainlink. The banks chose XRP's back end, Ripple, and Chainlink. I don't understand. I love you as a crypto holder. Like I mean the best for you, but I don't see Quant providing the same kind of upside that these other products can have. Like, and in this environment, like we have regulatory clarity and all that stuff, but honestly, like I feel like I can find better multipliers at different positions. I feel like I'll find better upside in different positions. So I appreciate that question. That's something that gets brought up a lot. Quant, I think, is still, where is Quant in terms of, I think it's like $110 or something like that.
It's $106 sitting at number 80.
Are you serious, bro? It fell back down to $100.
Yeah, $106. The all-time graph looks like hell. 12 million circulating supply and max supply 14 million, doesn't really matter. Fully diluted 1.5 bill, market cap 1.2 bill. It doesn't look good at all. And it's on from the looks on it, it looks like it's on Ethereum.
You'll probably get like $400 or $500 out of it.
Yeah, but
like that's a 4 or 5x, right? So there's nothing to shit on that, but I could just find better multipliers other places. Like if you must hold it because you love banks so much, fine. But honestly, dude, like this thing is it's been $100 stable coin. Every single time I go back to this damn chart, it's $100. I feel like the all tides rise, all ships rise with the tide is going to happen to quant to a degree, and it'll probably, make an upswing back into this $300 to $400 realm. $500 if things go super great, but the whole conversation of quants going to $1,000, was it a 10x from right now? That'd be great. I fucking doubt it. I really doubt it. So it's number 80 in terms of market cap. I don't even feel like doing moon math on quant because the narrative is gone. And wouldn't you have thought that we got this regulatory clarity highlight? I mean, we got up to 160, what was that, 67% from the $100 stable shelf. Yeah. That ain't shit. That is nothing. Like, that is nothing. XRP was able to 2 or 3, maybe even 4x when we did get that regulatory nod. And we see what, a 60% pump for quant? Like, that is depressing. That is depressing. So yeah, not really enthused. This is why you have to do your own research, but also just pay attention to who you're following. There are some people out there that are going to shill quant to the end of the day because they're over invested in it or whatever, and they have maybe deals with the project. But at large, like, you're probably going to see like 2 to 4x on it. Okay, like, I give you some hope at least outpacing inflation for this year in and of itself. But the bear market's going to come back, and what's going to happen? Let's show this chart again. So what's going to happen is the bear market's going to come back, and quant's going to fall to $30 effing dollars. Okay, the bear market, yeah. I mean, this is we're in like the super exciting time, and a lot of the other projects are like straight up into the right. Quant, this is not great. This does not look great, especially now that we have a regulatory nod from the we have Paul Atkins coming at the SEC, and we have a lot of really bullish things for projects. And if the project isn't showing the juice on the chart, it doesn't matter to me if it's being adopted or it's built to be adopted. It does not matter for me because I'm in crypto to make money. Like, all of that shit, all that cult love that it has maybe out there, I don't care. I really don't care. I want to make money off the project. If it's not making money, and it should by all rights be making money, it's at 12 million circulating already, 14 million total. There's only like 2 million more tokens to come out for this thing. It's not falling. It's not falling sick from inflation. The sickness is in no one gives a shit. That's what. I'm sorry. It's just, there it is. So
it's the truth.
Yeah, man. This is a hell of a show. If you're not already keeping your crypto in cold storage, make sure to use the link in our description. We have code BASE10 for 10% off. You should try BASE20, capital B BASE20, to see if we still have that 20% discount going on to get up to 20% off your own crypto cold storage wallet. Make sure to take advantage of that. Isaac, this is a beautiful day to be in crypto. A crazy weekend. I'm a little shocked. Like, Trump token now being my second biggest holding, kind of terrifying. Actually, it might be number 3 or 4, but to see a small play, because I only put like a few $100 into this thing, to see it make that kind of move, insane, right? Insane. It's what shows what happens when you can get in early, when you're paying attention. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, you guys. We will not stop working in your corner to bring you the alpha, the truth, as it rolls out here. A beautiful day. Amen. So Isaac, thanks for joining me on the show. This is a pretty good stream. Did we do it?
Yeah, I know.
We had already like 1,200 people in here. I don't know how many people are on YouTube or not. I know that the Discover Boys are rolling as well, so we're kind of dual streaming right now. But appreciate the hardcore supporters that came here. We got about 200 on YouTube. 11, appreciate every single one of you out there. And with that being said, I bid you adieu. We'll roll this outro and get out of here. I'll see you soon, Isaac.
Later.